Welcome back to News 10 at 9. He is well-known spokesman for CAL FIRE. He provides us, the media, and also the community with important information right in front of the camera. You probably recognize him. But in a candid interview with News 10's Dina Kupfer, he opened up about a personal battle with testicular cancer. And Dina's here to share his story. Hey, Dina.
Hi, Kiba. Well, he is used to being in front of the camera, and he does it often. But it was not easy for CAL FIRE spokesman Daniel Berlant to open up about his personal and intimate topic regarding his cancer. He says, though, that he's hoping his story will open a dialogue and inspire others to go to the doctor.
All night long, the firefighters have been on the front lines.
When he's not out on a fire, CAL FIRE spokesman Daniel Berlant can often be found here in the Auburn Hills.
And this is Brooke.
With his thoroughbred, Brooke. Their relationship started with him saving her from a slaughterhouse a few years ago. But what we will learn from this story is that in the end, it was Brooke who really saved him.
If it wasn't for her, I never would have gone to the doctor. And who knows how long, until they had found that, that I had the cancer.
During what was meant to be a routine checkup, 29-year-old Berlant was diagnosed with testicular cancer.
I was in shock.
The man we in the media consider to be composed in the most volatile circumstances.
Make sure you have the defensible space.
Couldn't control this.
All that's going through your head is, when's this going to end? And how is this going to end?
A rare disease that most commonly occurs in men 15 to 34 years old, testicular cancer accounts for about 1% of all cancers in men, according to the National Cancer Institute. The disease can strike at any time, and in Berlant's case, it was a rather bizarre outing with Brooke that eventually led him to the doctor's office.
We were out riding up in the Donner area, attacked by hornets, so we spent 4 to 5 minutes of like a little rodeo. The horse took off. Was bucking, I held on.
Things eventually settled down and he made it back uninjured, so he thought. But after 3 days, Berlant started having extreme pain in his lower abdomen. He eventually went to the doctor.
And a couple tests later, the doctor calls and says, "You have cancer." And I can remember every moment of that phone call, sitting in the kitchen, never thought that they would just say it like that.
After tough conversations with his family, Berlant underwent multiple surgeries to remove a tumor and lymph nodes.
Now what we're doing is watching the weather very closely.
5 weeks later, he is back to working part-time and is on the road to recovery. But he knows he is not in the clear.
There's always that small chance. But I'm not going to live my life thinking that that small chance is going to be me. I'm going to continue to go back out there, do what I do, be active, enjoy life. And if life has a different story for me in the future, then I'll roll with it.
Wow, and Dina, what I think is so important about that story is that he had those pains and just waited a couple of days to go to the doctor.
Right.
As opposed to what a lot of us do. We'll put it off, we're okay. Good for him.
Absolutely, and Kiba, that is the good news in all of this, is that the cancer was detected early, and Daniel says that the doctors have told him he has a 97% recovery rate, which in his eyes and in the doctor's eyes, very promising, and he says that he's hoping, of course, for the best. He wants to get back to work full-time as soon as he can. For now, he still struggles with, a couple of the things that he used to do, but he's in great spirits and such an inspiration, hopefully, for other men out there.
Absolutely. What was that like for you, though? Because we're used to interviewing him, talking about fires and other emergencies. Yeah. It's a whole different side of him we got to see.
Absolutely. We usually go to Daniel for the information and for all of the composure because we have the questions. And it was difficult to hear someone who is typically so composed have a moment of, I didn't know how to respond, and I feel very fortunate that he was able to open up to me about it, and we wish him the very best in his recovery.
All right, okay, well, thank you for getting that story for us.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to